Hello, it's me again, Moto Dean. Welcome to my channel, and I'm Dean Rodvera. In this video, I will tell you why I believe the Honda Rebel is the safest starter bike available. Let's ride. Welcome back, and this is again another ride by Moto Dean here on my trusty Honda Rebel 500. And today we'll talk about why I believe this Honda Rebel is the safest starter bike available. Of course, I'm not talking about like the scooters and the 125cc. I'm talking about starter bikes that are 400cc up, or in our country expressway legal. Yeah, Honda Royal Enfield, one of my choices if ever I was going to get a bike, but I chose this one anyway. Right, the first reason why I believe that this is the Honda Rebel is the safest starter bike is its low seat height. It's a cruiser, and beginning a cruiser, it is fitting to have a low seat height. So if you're just a beginner biker or just starting out, this is safest because you can easily put your feet down and plant it and stand up. I've seen some videos wherein the driver, a female at that, is standing 5 feet and she was able to flat foot. And so I think that's why having the confidence of flat footing a motorbike will make it the safest one. If there's a mistake, you can just put your foot down and not worry about tiptoeing or tilting the bike. Reason number two, why I believe this is the safest starter bike is because it's very nimble. You might think this is a heavy bike for its size, but you must remember this is a cruiser, and its low center of gravity relative to its engine size makes the engine or the bike itself very nimble, meaning it'll follow your directions. And although I've only recently learned this bike, recently I've learned how to counter steer. That's what I'm going to do right now. Counter steering to turn right, to lean right, and it becomes more nimble than I first started out. So it being maneuverable, it's very good for, yes, I will say it, lane filtering, and at low speeds it's very receptive. And I've especially approaching toll, where you have to pay the toll, I go very slow, less than 5 kilometers per hour. I'm very good with it, and it's being nimble allows it to be safest as a starter bike. Reason number three why I think this is the safest starter bike is because of its slipper clutch. Meaning what it does is makes changing gears easier, and I don't say looseness, but no, it's the gear or the clutch lever here. It's very forgiving, and you don't need a lot of strength to pull the clutch lever and then change gears. So it being a slipper clutch allows for safer riding, safer driving for beginner or starting out. And one of the best reasons why this is the safest starter bike is its gear indicator right there. I'm on third gear right now. I'm going to downshift to second gear to speed up, back to third gear. And so that gear indicator, especially to those starting out, as I did last year in a way, I came back to cycling, biking or motorcycling. Although right now I don't really depend on it, but if you're just starting out, knowing what gear you are in the early stages of a ride gives you more confidence. Safety also, because you're not going to stall it, you're not going to ride under low gear, and you can easily find, start out. You won't start in second gear, and you can easily find neutral right away, the large N. The fifth reason, or the last reason, 5, well, I think this is the safest starter bike, is when you are more, maybe a few months riding, I think its torque is just enough to overtake slower vehicles. But its torque is not like a sports bike or a leader bike wherein you are gonna have some sort of whiplash. No, it's just enough or just right to be nimble and to overtake slower moving vehicles. It's not overpowering, so like if you really pull down the throttle, it's not going to give you, you know, max speed, so to speak. It's not going to give you, it's not going to make you go to hyper speed or hyperspace, or what do you call it. All right, so this is my just short video on why I think this Honda Rebel is the safest starter bike out there in this year 2022. There may be other models out there that is more, you know, more appropriate for a beginner or starter bike. I will accept that there is, but this is just from my experience and from what I've seen on other videos about the Honda Rebel. Yes, I have tried the the Kawasaki Vulcan S. It is a 650. It's a little larger than this 400. Yet it's forward controls. It makes it a true cruiser, and it's a little bit heavier than this. The others would be the Royal Enfield Interceptor, was one of my choices. But you know, I had the notion that to have your first bike, you might get something that's reliable. So, of course, I know the Royal Enfield is reliable, but of course, at that time when I was thinking of what a bike to buy, I decided to go Japanese. So that's why I chose the Honda Rebel. And yes, I might consider myself an intermediate, jumping out from beginner, but I still love this bike, and I'm gonna keep it as long as I can. I'm not in the I'm not one to upgrade because of speed or if it's just not powerful enough. No, on my age and my riding style, this is just right. You know, I don't need to go 80, 90 miles an hour or 150. I'm good with 120. I'm good with 100. I'm going with 60 on the country roads. So this is the best choice I made as far as the bike is concerned, model, and I'm very happy with it, and I don't regret it one bit. So again, I thank you for giving me the time and listening to my thoughts about this bike. So if you're gonna decide to buy your first bike, I would strongly suggest, if you can find one, get this Honda Rebel. There's a smaller version, the Honda Rebel 300. That'll be even the better one, but that Honda Rebel 300 is not available here, and that won't be able to go on the freeway or the expressway here. So I decided to take this one. All right. Okay. I'm just here being courteous. I'm not gonna, you know, I have to respect everybody. I'm gonna try to just break the stereotype of motorcyclists in this country. Obey rules, obey traffic laws. All right. Remember, guys, it's not what you know, it's what they don't know. Ride safe always, guys. Thank you.
Hi, please do me a favor and smash that like button. It'll help me a lot and it will trigger the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you have not yet, please subscribe to my channel. If you don't, my dog will eat this exam booklet and that student has to repeat his final exam again.